Here we go, my boys in the Forest. My Herald coming out on his Juggernaut in the Forsaken versus the Dark Elves, Lothric, and the Beastmaster coming in. Here we go. Silver Spires. Ascending against his Sorceress, my Furies. Flock of Doom Sorceress. Beast Sorceress. Very good. Very good. Just gonna ward her off. I don't know how I feel about Flock of Doom with the 50%. Well, it depends. With the spell saves that my Khorne units have. Not sure. And my opponent's not going to intercept the entire thing. This is a very strange Dark Elf build I really wasn't expecting. But I brought a Khorne build I don't think my opponent was really expecting either. Khorne doesn't typically go wide, especially with 5 Forsaking and 2 Marauders on Horsemen. The first Marauders, this Forsaken that I brought have 100 armor. I wasn't aware of that. Basically, we'll see in a second how much. They got at least 63 strength and solid melee attack. I think it's in the 40s, 43, 42 melee attack. Opponent's all over me right now, and I'm all over him. Wasn't really expecting the Hydra, and I wasn't really sure what the Hydra could do or offer. Had I brought Minotaurs, my opponent's Hydra would have just gotten its shit rocked. Yeah, 42 melee attack, not bad. And yeah, that was a nasty Hydra breath on my units. Never seen the Hydra do that. Never seen them do it. Yeah. Herald's coming in, Herald on Juggernaut, just something I thought pretty solid. I could have brought this boy on foot, but Juggernaut seems pretty good too. Yeah, just going through his black arcs? I think those are black arcs. I don't know, I don't play Dark Elves, I just beat him. And already, we're into his backline, where we should be. Forsaken will last. They won't last forever, but they will last. Compared to my opponent's units. I brought 5 Forsaken. I really think I should have brought Bloodletters. At least 1 or 2 Bloodletters instead. Ooh, here we go in the backline with the Forsaken. Yeah, and this is why I liked having all the Forsaken. You just don't know which to get. I think they have at least 40-something... 46 speed. Not bad. Yeah, 46 speed. So yeah, just getting surrounded by all this, it's gonna be tough. Tough for my opponent to deal with. Especially when I bring in the Flesh Hounds, more Furies against his Harpies. And it should be pretty easy after that. Marauder Horsemen 2 throwing axes, so I can deal with it. No, not a lot of Dread Spears. I don't understand why. But, I don't know. Dread Spears I find quite lacking. Had I brought Minotaurs, they wouldn't have done too much. And Bloodletters and Forsaken just shit all over Dread Spears, so it makes sense. But the build he brought doesn't also make sense. Yeah, Black Ark Corsairs. Not bad. The Furies, though, should have been focusing down the Beast Sorceress, but so many Harpies and so many other units to deal with, it's difficult to choose. And being even on units is not where you want to be against Khorne. We haven't even captured our other objectives, our home objective, or either of our home objective. And he's trying to fight me off for the second objective. No, I'm trying to fight him off for the second objective, my bad. And it looks like we're gonna do it. Forsaken are still fighting pretty strong. Although 80 models to the Black Ark Corsairs, I think they have 80 as well, maybe 100. And here they come, the reinforcements versus Coldwind Knights that are coming up too, jeez. The Bloodletters. Coldwind Knights, they'll shoo away my Marauder Horsemen for sure, and my dogs. But once we bring the Minotaurs, it's going to be game over. Well, game over for the Coldwind Knights. Definitely not be game over for this. We still got a whole fight to go. Look, here is Fellhart. Still sitting around doing nothing. Here they come. We're going to try to drive these Coldwind Knights into an ambush. Nice meaty ambush as my Herald is by himself. We need to get him out of here, otherwise he'll start crumbling. Still have a thing of Forsaken in the backline causing all sorts of trouble. And here we go. 1200, I think. Value going down the drain. Especially once we start boosting. Oh, no, my opponent did. Flock of Doom. Flock of Doom, not doing too bad. Not doing too great, though. It's already over, too. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. But yeah, I definitely know how I feel about these Coldwind Knights getting trashed. It was really, yeah, they just got utterly trashed. Especially once 74 melee attack with Bloodletters. Those Coldwind Knights are done. Done. That's why I bring the Herald. That plus 40 melee attack goes a long way. Just nuking enemy units. If I would have had all those Forsaken, that would have been nice to punch right through with that. Plus 40. Marauder Horsemen can sit there and laugh at those Cold One Knights. And now we got all the objectives. Wow. I didn't even realize that till now. Harpies are down here trying to fight off our Furies, and yeah, we're going to finish those off. Black Ark Crusaders are going to get finished by these Marauders and Throwing Axes, and it's going to be me up ahead by 2,000 value. Yeah, those Harpies are annoying, though. I don't know why he brought Harpies. I guess they deal with Furies, but Furies beat Harpies most of the time, if not all the time. Especially if you bring Furies down to the ground with the Flesh Hounds, or any other fast units to come support. Yeah, I don't understand my opponent's build that well. I don't know what he was going for. I kind of see it, but at the same time, it's just like a big what's going on. Because, yeah, for typical, yeah, like I was saying earlier, Malekith is the big way to go on top of a bunch of Dread Spears and Corsairs. Or crossbows. Mainly crossbows. And here they come. The boys, the big boys. Look here, though, healing. I can see the healing with Fellhart here. Kind of makes sense. Here comes a Herald. Oof! That was a big hit for my Herald. My Herald's doing so good. Minotaurs, don't even bother with the Sorceress. Don't even bother with Fellhart. Although we might be dropping him soon if he's not careful. He can duel quite well, but he can't do everything. He's got regeneration, increased melee defense. Yeah, we're going to get out of there. We don't need to be losing our Lord. But he's going to be losing his damn Hydra. Bam, bam, chop, chop, chop. What else he's got there? Oh, Sisters of Slaughter. Not bad. 2 of them, too. I'm not too worried about them. But yeah. If I would have brought 1 or 2 more Bloodletters, I think this would have went better in my favor. This would have been far better in my favor. Those Black Ark Corsairs would have been shot down easier. The Forsaken could have tried to get into the back line, while the Bloodletters dealt with the Corsairs, and the Herald providing support. Furies and Fleshhounds also providing backline disruption, and eventually bringing in the Minotaurs. Those Minotaurs are just so good! Why'd they have to go and nerf my boys? The only good unit we have. Yeah, speaking of good, not so good right now, Skarbrand. I've been trying to get games with Skarbrand. It's such a pain in the ass. You really only want to bring Skarbrand against other melee-type factions. Such as, like, it's difficult to say Norscan Beastmen, even though Norscan Beastmen do pretty even, too, against Khorne, I'd say. If not better. It's difficult to justify the Bloodletter, or the Exalted Bloodthirster, and really anything else. Skarbrand. It's just too expensive. It's easy to get beaten by things that go super wide. And here we go, just poking the butt of the Hydra with my Herald. Just trying to finish him off and get him out of here. But I don't want to get caught by spears, and apparently he's got healing too. Opponent's doing all sorts of nonsense. I don't want to get caught too. Yep, bringing in some reinforcements to try to save the Hydra. Which I don't blame him, but we're going to catch this Feral Manticore. Manticore. I guess I understand the Manticore if I would have brought Exalted Bloodletter in the sky. Because Harpies, Feral Manticores, that definitely would have beat back any flying units I would have brought. But at the same time, I could just drop him onto the ground and he'd have to deal with my Minotaurs. Or Forsaken coming in to try to reinforce Marauder Horsemen. Yeah, we're pretty dead even. I'm better in terms of value, but in terms of units, I'm still behind. I don't want to deal with luck here yet. Here comes my Juggernaut. Forsaken coming in to come deal with these Dread Spears. I think they're Dread Spears. What are those? Blackguard. Interesting. Interesting. Damn, look at that. 85 melee attack. I mean, we're not gonna beat these Blackguard. But still, we're gonna give them a headache. Yeah, 17 melee defense isn't great. Yeah, Forsaken are gonna get eaten up alive. But we'll do as much damage as we can. Fellhart's about to go, though. Here we go. Try to shoo him off, if not finish him with the Herald. No, Forsaken, no! Yeah, I feel it now. I'm really feeling it. But I thought the Marauder Horsemen would have been enough to deal with any heavily armored units. But looking at it, yeah, looking back at it now, 1 or 2 Bloodletters would have definitely shaken things up. I'm definitely liking this build more over than the mass Marauders, because Marauders just get thrown off so easily. They're so easy to beat. My opponent brought units to deal with them. If I would have at least 5 Marauders, 4 or 5 Marauders, it would have been easy for them to just shoot away with those Black Ark Crusaders. But then again, I could have brought 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 Bloodletters to deal with this. But that doesn't seem ideal, you know? Especially if we would have went wide, brought in a lot of crossbowmen. It would have been terrible for me, honestly. But yeah, we're doing quite well. We're holding out. We're ahead on points, ahead in value. A little tweaks here and there with the build, and I think it's going to be a solid contender, especially with the Herald on Jog. Herald on foot, though, is still questionable. I don't mind the idea of a Herald on foot. I feel like he's just a little too easy to catch. And it's difficult for him to pop in and out to provide that 40 melee attack when I need it. Fleshhound's doing Fleshhound work. Yeah, they come with the Harvesters, though. That's going to be a problem. My opponent, Kudos, drops something I wasn't aware of. Drops them down to 0 melee attack. Word of Pain. Very nice. Basically, you get these Fleshhounds for free. My Minotaurs are pretty much done here. But everything else of his is crippling as well. Crumbling. And my Herald's about to go. Yeah, I guess all those Flock of Dooms are finally going to pay off. But don't count me out. The Herald's cheap. I still have a promising lead in terms of point and value. 4,000. Almost 5,000 value ahead. Jeez. Bringing in more units to just... Yeah, the game plan right now is to slow my opponent down. There's no way he's going to catch up in points unless he takes all the objectives, but for him to do that, he's going to need a miracle. And he might get it. He might just get it, because I am losing units faster than he is. But, we'll see, we'll see. These Reavers are annoying. Just gotta hold out. Hope. Bloodletters are still strong against everything he's got. Unfortunately, I only brought 2 in reserve. Hence why I wanted the extra 1 or 2. I think 4 Forsaken actually is pretty solid. Bringing another Bloodletter on the side, though, to deal with anything heavily armored. Yeah, it's pretty much a struggle every day for Khorne, isn't it? You got no real ranged units, you got no real armor piercing, because you're mainly bringing in units that are going to try to last and hold out so you can... to cycle in, essentially. And looking back at it now, maybe some Chaos Knights wouldn't be too bad. I'm in love with Chaos Knights right now. Such a good unit. Definitely last. Can deal with the Reavers, can deal with the Harpies. Not so well with the infantry, but they're not a bad choice dealing with this backline, too. It would take them forever. Force them to bring in Cold One Knights. That way I can trade with the Minotaurs quite well. And maybe I don't even need Minotaurs. Maybe I just bring in more Bloodletters. Or maybe some Exalted Bloodletters. The ROR variant would have been nice, too. Here they come, the Cold One Knights, to finish off these Marauders, Horsemen. I need to get them out of there. I'm down to 3 units. My opponent is down 6,000 value, but yeah, we're still up there. We're close. As long as we can hold this one objective until we hit 1,400, we should be okay. And it's going to take them a while to take care of those. We got Minotaurs. We're going to try to build up for more Forsaken or something. Yeah. Yep, we're going to be down to 2 units now. My opponent's got me beat 4-1. But we are ahead. We basically got 30 seconds. Probably less than that now. Okay, 50 seconds. We got 50 seconds. Less than that. Not even. Ooh. Here we go. 40 seconds. Can we hold out for 40 seconds? Because if we don't, we might actually lose. Pretty harshly. But then again, I don't know. 30 seconds. Less than. Here come the Cold One Knights. And here come the Minotaurs to come deal with them. Bulls on parade, baby. Bloodletters to hold out and protect our objective. And this is going to be easy win for Minotaurs against Cold War Knights. Cold War Knights kind of suck, now they think about it. Players bring these in thinking they're going to win them every fight, but I'm dealing with them quite well. Quite well indeed. Yeah, they're dead. Forsaken coming in. That's going to be a GG. GG opponent. GG. He had me sweating there, even though it was up so much value. Yeah, looking at it, probably drop one Forsaken easily. For a Bloodletter or two, maybe. I like the build. It works. It's fast. It hits hard. The Marauder Horsemen do a lot of damage. I mean, just look at this value. Dogs even do solid. Yeah, look at that. 1,000. Well, that one didn't pay for itself too much. But yeah, each one damn near double its own value. Yeah, I'd probably drop... Yeah, probably drop the Chaos Warrior and the... Yeah, the other thing. The Skull Crushers. Don't really need them. Probably bring in some more Dogs or Furies to make up for it. Oh, man, that was a rough one. But... caught my opponent slipping. He caught me slipping a lot, too, especially with how far it was. Yeah, just a few more seconds, I think my opponent would have actually flipped it, but I don't know. I could easily just went and try to tag one of his backline objectives and call it a day. Yeah, hope you guys like that. Like, sub, follow me on Twitter. Get to see all sorts of crazy clips and everything on Twitter. And yeah, you can hit me up with the streams. Come play some games. With all that said, goodbye for now, and have a good one. Peace.